Well, let's get analysis now with Sergey Markov in Moscow. He's the director of the Institute of Political Studies and is a former advisor to Russian President Vladimir Putin. Really good to have you back with us, Sergey. Can I start by asking you about the latest escalation in the conflict? Russia is accusing Ukraine of attacking its airfields, or at least trying to attack its airfields using drones. Tell us more about what defense officials in Russia are saying about that.
Russians saying that we should protect our aerodromes, airfields better, and also people say that Russia should attack more military position on Ukrainian territory by using special units, special troops. So it's because now it's just from Ukrainian side it happened, and Russian government, Russian army keeping very modest behavior. Also, I should remember that Russia rocket missiles attacking now energy infrastructure of Ukraine with clear goal not to take electricity from Ukrainian citizens, but to stop artillery and rocket attack against cities in Donbass, which continued by Kiev repressive regime 8 years. Can you remember? Should repeat, 8 years. They are sharing electricity, water pipelines, and another infrastructure of the cities in Donbass, and Russia decided to stop this by giving response and to show people involved and so on how it can happen to live without electricity and water. So the solution, it could be very easily. Kiev regime should stop immediately sharing cities of Donbass, specifically those centers where civilians live and so on. Yes. And as to the military escalation, it will happen during this winter. I will predict that more attacking from both sides will start end of this week and beginning of next week, because weather is more frozen as the soil.
And Sergey, you say that Russian officials aren't looking to target civilians, but the reality is the missile strikes that Moscow's forces are inflicting on Ukraine are knocking out power, water supplies to millions of Ukrainians, even extending to neighboring Moldova for the first time. Isn't it inevitable that millions of people are suffering because of Moscow's actions? Are Russians really trying to inflict pain during the winter time where millions of people could be freezing?
I should repeat, you will understand nothing about the reason of Russian this attack against civilian infrastructure if you will ignore the fact that Kiev is shelling and targeting civilian infrastructure in Donetsk, Lugansk, Sinovataya, Gorlovka, and other cities of Donbass, which is mostly populated area of Ukraine, by the way, during 8 years. 8 years they're sharing. And so Russian doing this as a response. It's one of the things which discussing, by the way, in Russian society. Why we're so modest? Why we're so keeping low profile? Why we're giving everything only to response? And our response happened after 8 years. 8 years of terroristic attack of the Kiev regime against people in Donbass, who is pricing against illegal regime. A regime in Kiev illegal. All elections are falsified. This regime stay as a result of the military coup and overthrowing of democratic elected president 2014. Why to ignore this? Ukrainian citizen cannot say no to own government because it's dictatorship, but not democracy. If you take into account this, you understand this Russian rocket missiles, some kind of humanitarian rocket missiles.
Okay, Sergey Markov, we will have to leave it there, but thank you once again for joining us here on the program.